Good day, Ruskin enjoyers. Let's jump straight into it. It's the 48-hour analysis. Just 2 days ago, all of these skins that we see here rotated into the Rust store. And now, in this video, we're going to go ahead and look at all of their progress based on sales and get a good idea if these skins still potentially could be a good investment, whether these skins could still potentially make some delicious looking profits. Sound good? Right. So shall we jump straight in? Let's talk about the Pirate Collection. Now, first things first, as you can see here, 30,000 sales for the kilt, which is higher than the likes of the vest and the helmet. Not too surprising. We've been over this. There's only one leg armor. That's the kilt. Whereas with the likes of chest and head armor, we have tier 3 and tier 2. So we have discussed how this is very likely to be selling more than these. And in theory, the absolute best, gear that you're going to wear will be the tier 3 paired up with the hoodie and the pants and of course the kilt. So what we tend to see is the likes of the vest and the helmet getting a little bit neglected. And we can start to see that happening already. It's not by a massive amount, but don't be too surprised if these have a lot less compared to the rest of the Pirate Collection. And on average, it seems to be, with the core pieces in mind, tier 3 both did around 50,000 sales. Well, this got close to 60, the face mask. Both of these ended up with around 57,000 sales. And this, well, at the moment, it's progressing very nicely. Now, I just want to quickly point out to you that I do have a Twitter. It's linked in the description of this YouTube video. Every now and then, I'm going to post something that might be insightful for everybody. And here's a little look at the sales after just a single day. The kilt had 23,000 sales, and then these two had around 20,000 sales. Very nice. So every now and then I do post something quite nice on here on my my Twitter. But the next best thing that we should probably take a look at are the 48-hour analysis to get a good idea of the progress of these pirate skins for the previous core pieces. So let's just turn this on. Let's make it HD so we can see it a little bit better, because that would help, wouldn't it? And what do we see when we go full screen? The tier 3 armor had about 34,000. The chest plate had about 28,700 there. So, alright. Now let's compare it to the hoodie and the pants. We could see here, come on HD, go Mega HD if you can. The hoodie and the pants had 26,700 each at this point. So, our kilt seems to be doing a little bit better than average compared to all of the other pirate skins, or core pieces to be precise. So, if we go back over to here, kilt is definitely looking like it's going to potentially be selling quite a lot more. Maybe it's going to be selling closer to the likes of the face mask, which at the end of the day isn't actually like super detrimental. It does look like this is going to be fairly grounded in its sales. It's going to be 50,000 plus, which does sound a little bit silly, but it doesn't look like it's going to go all the way up to about 100,000 and be ridiculous. So that right there, that's fine. We're okay with that. We are okay with that. And these two, well, they're matching up with the hoodie and pants, and they still ended up with 57,000 sales each. So these might not even be down that much. They might not even be neglected that much. So in theory, if all of these skins have 50,000 sales, it is going to match up quite nicely the rest of the core pieces. Tier 3, hoodie and pants, and of course this being the tier 2. Right. So I've said this many times in the past, based on what we've seen before, and I mean, if we go over to here real quickly, you can probably see it right now, we always tend to see with the other, we did see it with the other core pieces with the Pirate Collection, when it becomes marketable, the buy orders instantly go all the way up to $1, the price that they sold at. And during the summer sale, when loads of Ruskins suffered, these Ruskins, these core pieces, in fact all of the Pirate Collection, it all stayed above its Rustle price, never did it go below. It always maintained staying above in the positive. So, I'm going to answer you. You're probably wondering, should I do a buy order? Should I do a purchase? I'm just going to sit and say, you could probably go ahead and just do a purchase. Now, the Pirate Vest is abnormal. We could do our buy orders first, and then consider doing a purchase. This is going to be funny. This one's going to be funny. I don't know if it's actually going to instantly maintain its $1.49 price. We shall see. It's going to be weird to look at. But the likes of the kilt and the coffee can, you're probably just better off buying them. And I did say that last time with the hoodie and pants. And right now, the hoodie and pants are currently selling for, let's just get rid of you, $1.50 for the hoodie, and $1.70 for the pants. So that worked out quite well if you just bought them. Less hassle, no problems, just buy them, it seems. Now, if you're concerned about the amount of sales they might have, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it matters anymore. I don't think these are going to be doing 60,000 sales. I was very, very, very convinced the kilt very likely could have, but with its current progress, I don't think it's going to do that. Now, let's also just point out, SCMM cannot track every single account. There's a lot of private accounts there that probably bought a whole bunch of these and have them hidden away in their private inventories. So, yeah, there might be even more out there. That could very well be a situation. But as of now, based on what I see, seems to be okay. All right? Now, if I were to just quickly show the buy orders on this, see all of these buy orders here? All of these appeared when it became marketable. They have never disappeared. So if you're questioning whether or not you want to actually go ahead and do a buy order on these, you quite literally have to offer 90 cents to $1, because everybody else is going to be doing that pretty much. If you offer any less, you really, really, really better hope you might potentially see them maybe in about a year or two's time at the prices you offer if it's less than $1. So yeah, you're probably just better off doing a purchase. Sound good? Now I am going to do a third video on the Pirate Collection Progression series, because now we've got the final core piece. I'm going to talk about where do we go from here. And of course, let's just take a real quick look and see all of the other kilts. We'll go by most expensive, because you'll probably see the Black Elk kilt. Here we are. Black Elk kilt is still sitting at $19. Black Gold kilt is still sitting at $10. And Dragon Rage kilt has slipped down to $3. So this was sitting at about $4, now it's slipped down to $3. And that's probably because a cheaper alternative has appeared. A cheaper Black Elk alternative. So yeah, the other kilts haven't really changed that much. And this right here, how many do you reckon it'll sell? Do you reckon it's going to do only about 50,000? Do you reckon it's going to go above 60,000? Current progress would look like it's probably going to end up with around a high 50,000 at the moment, which would be fine. Sound good? Let's move on. Porcelain garage door. So, we have a very nice, exquisite piece of art right here. As you can see, it's a wonderful, wonderful drawing. It's all drawn by Hanushka, I believe. I believe Hanushka's the artist and Vase is the actual skin creator. And if we just quickly hop over to here, show you what it looks like at night time. The glow in the dark, exquisite, masterful artwork, yes. Now, where do we go from here? Because there's a few things that we do have to talk about. Garage doors. How many garage doors have we been given this year? We've had quite a lot of, charity events. So charity event at the beginning of this year, a Twitch Rivals not too long ago, but we can only see the marketable ones here, so that's probably for the best. We have had 11 marketable garage doors already. Now we've just passed the halfway point of 2023, and we already have 11. We are very likely going to be surpassing last year's 14. Now, it might seem quite bad, in theory, but quite a lot of these garage doors were struggling last year. Now they're not struggling so much. So all of these garage doors, in the long term, very likely could be doing the same thing next year, if you're willing to wait that long. So yeah, all of these were struggling last year. Now not so much. These two, well, they're holiday themed. They're going to spike in price when it's around November, December time. This right here, it just wasn't very in demand. And this, well, again, it's a cold themed skin. Wait until November, December time. Suddenly everybody would want it. So yeah, whilst a lot of these are struggling a fair bit because we've had so many in such a certain amount of time, they're technically bottleneck each other. Sorry, I'm mumbling a lot. Let's just take a bit of water. There we go. I could speak. If we keep seeing tons more, it's going to be like a struggle for which one are you going to pick, if that kind of makes sense. So, honestly, Porcelain Garage Door, you're an extra little bit special because Porcelain Collection has been proven to be quite successful recently. We had a sheet metal door that was likely going to be picked this week, but this jumped ahead of it. This appeared literally this past weekend, not this current one, but the week before. You get it, dear. And it was an early pick. And, by all means, it's a very nice piece of work. Maybe we'll see the sheet metal door for the next Rust door. Could happen. Maybe we'll see even more porcelain deplorable skins being made and accepted. Very likely will happen because they sell quite nicely. And, well, let's just put it this way. This garage door has been in a rust store for 2 days and it's already surpassed the amount that the porcelain large box sold for. That is ridiculous. So, 18,000 sales. What? But then again, looks awesome. This is probably going to do like 30,000 sales in the end. And that potentially might be a little bit too much. But we have questioned with the player counts doing very nicely at the moment. Pretty much during all of 2023, we have not slipped below 80,000 average players, which is ridiculous. And of course, the beginning of this month had a better peak player count compared to January 2023. That's also ridiculous. Perhaps 35,000 isn't that much anymore. Why don't we go to highest estimated total supply? And you can see here, this has 45,000. 43, So we've got plenty of garage doors that did over 30,000, it seems, and they still seem to be doing quite all right. And if we just look down over to here, we have our porcelain garage door. 5 more days to go. Do you reckon it's going to surpass the 30,000 point? I'm pretty sure it will. Will it maintain its value and do quite all right? If we keep seeing even more porcelain skins being made, I fully believe we will be seeing the likes of this garage door maintaining its price. And here's that sheet metal door that we were expecting this week but didn't happen. Very cool artwork on this one as well. I don't know where else they're going to go with this. Maybe an armored door. Maybe a rug. Rug couldn't hurt. Rug would be pretty cool. But I know every single one will have a very cool looking effect in glow in the dark. So I believe with more deplorable skins being accepted, it will only maintain its value and then increase in value. So all the better. Now this is abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. We can take our time, do our orders first, then make a decision whether or not to buy it. There is clearly quite a lot of demand for this garage door, but we care more about will it retain its value. Smartest thing to do is to take it nice and slowly, buy order first, then we do the purchase. All right? Okay, so let's see how it rolls out over the next few days, and we'll see how much we're going to offer based on the amount of sales we've seen. Sound good? And of course, over this current weekend, we have all the new workshop skins being submitted, don't we? So if we see another porcelain deplorable skin being submitted, it only improves the likelihood that this is going to have a nice future ahead of it. Because, you know, it kind of points out that there's a likely chance we're going to have another porcelain deplorable skin being accepted at some point down the line. You get the idea by now. So cool. Right, so best of luck there, Mr. Vase and Hanushka. Very nice looking deplorable skins. Let's now move on to the charcoal furnace. Now, congratulations, Sadist, in getting your furnace being accepted. I do like it, but I do question it. I have seen many furnace skins come out, and I have seen during the year that they struggle. It's very unfortunate. Now, the point that I keep bringing up is that last year, all the furnaces that came out for 2022 at one point were in a negative. All right? Now, that doesn't sound super appealing, does it? But could the exact same thing happen to the likes of our furnace skins this year? So here's 2022. We've got a decent amount of them in the positive, and we got quite a lot of them in the negative. Not very nice. Now we look at the current year's skins. And, well, Capybara Furnace is retaining its value. We've got Abyss Furnace doing all right because it's part of a well-established and in-demand deplorable collection. And then all of the rest, Sweet Furnace is quite interesting. I'm surprised it's maintaining its value. I'm not sure if it's a pump, but we won't worry about that right now. All of the others, they're struggling a fair bit. And this one right here, it's not like in your face. It's not like it's super crazy. It's just perfectly fine for what it is. Now, this is also abnormal. I feel like I'm going to do my barters first, and then I'm going to do my actual purchases possibly after. It's the usual routine. Charcoal Furnace, I think you will be doing nicely in the future, but I do think you're going to be struggling at some point in the short term. It wouldn't surprise me. And then, of course, don't forget, at the very end of October, that's when we usually see a lot of rust skins suffer very badly. And then, very likely, at some point in the future, all of these skins we see right in front of us right now could potentially all be in the negative. That could happen, but maybe not for some. Right, so Charcoal Furnace, I could potentially see some vulnerabilities, but I do know a skin like that will do nicely in the future, so we'll just wait it out. Buy order first, purchases possibly second. Then we've got the likes of the black gold double barrel shotgun. It's nice, it's golden, it's shiny, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably see some more black gold skins being accepted in 2023. So, are you a fan of the bright golden shiny double barrel? Looks very nice, yes. It's a $2.49 price. This is the cheapest sold golden black gold skin, black gold weapon skin to be precise. Sorry, I'm stalling a bit. So yeah, all of the other black gold weapons, they sold at like $5 or $4. This right here is the first one to sell below $4, it seems. Yeah. Python sold at $4. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is the cheapest one to exist. So would that probably potentially give it a bit of a boost? Maybe. Will we see some more black gold weapon skins being introduced at some point? Maybe. Let's take a look at all of the double barrel shotgun skins that came out this year. Get a good look at how they're holding up. We've already shown this before. We've got the likes of the No Mercy double barrel shotgun here struggling. That's not good, is it? And that's part of a well-established collection. You've got the double barrel ARnana here, part of a somewhat nice collection. Not doing super great, but holding on fairly okay. And then you've got the new double barrel shotgun. Oh dear. So when you look at the last year's double barrel shotguns as well, there's only 2 of them in the positive out of 11. So double barrel skins are a bit weird. I get the feeling this double barrel gold shotgun, black gold. What's going on with me? I've been in the heat too much. I'm sorry. I believe the black gold DBS will be doing a nice long term, but I don't imagine it's going to be doing very well in the short term. I imagine it's probably going to struggle a little bit in the short term. But I reckon around August time, we're going to see a bit of a nice rise in price for some of these skins. We'll be past the summer sale, which has ended literally just a few days ago. I guess the full brunt of the 75% discount we're probably past now, because I've seen quite a lot of CSGO stickers not even going down in price that much anymore. So I get the feeling black gold double barrel shotgun will be better off as a long-term investment, but that might potentially mean a buy order might be the better option. So we're going to wait. It's abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. We could do our buy orders first, then make the decision. Sound good? 13,000 sales already is quite a lot compared to all of the other double barrel shotguns. In fact, what is the highest selling double barrel shotgun that exists? Skin. Right, so it's already getting close. This is probably going to end up with maybe around 20,000 sales. So it very likely could be the third highest selling double barrel shotgun skin. We shall see. Keep that in mind. Right, now we have the ARnana. Now, I've been talking about how banana skins have been quite successful. Yes, some of them have suffered. Don't forget, I've mentioned it already. Summer sale just happened. The ARnana, the big banana. Get a good look at this. It has a green tip, not super helpful, but I do get the feeling, simply because this is a uniquely coloured AK, it very likely could be doing quite alright. A lot better compared to all of the other AK skins that we've seen fairly recently. Take, for example, the ones that came out this year. Now, what do you notice? The Kiss AR, the bright and pink and goofy AK skin, well, that's doing very nicely. The Redemption AR, which is a very nice, cool coloured design and sleek and awesome, well, that's now back in the positive again. So yeah, these uniquely designed and coloured AKs stand out, and therefore in the positive. This right here, the ARnana, definitely stands out a whole lot more compared to the other AKs. Now, in theory, that could potentially be detrimental in-game as well. Could be, but I think pink would be a whole lot worse, and people still like it. So I get the feeling the ARnana actually might be doing quite right in the long term. I reckon we see even more people playing. A lot of people are going to see this goofy AK and think, I want to use him. I like the ARnana. So, yeah, I think it might be doing quite all right. But it's also an abnormal. I don't want to rush into buying it. I want to do my buy orders first. And let me just tell you, we've only just over 10,000 sales at the moment. This looks like it might not even do 20,000 sales in total. This coming out in a rush store with all of this out at the same time, well, all of this has been taking up a lot of the attention away from the likes of these skins. So it could be a potential positive for us investors that this doesn't sell that much. More room for it to grow and less people that bought them in excess. So the ARnana does look like it potentially might have a nice future ahead of it simply because it didn't sell that much. So It's also a matter of, will we see even more banana skins being accepted? I wouldn't be surprised. I think Facepunch clearly likes it, and I think Debski and Mr. PYH have been doing a very good job with it. So I would expect even more potentially to be accepted at some point in the future. Sound good? Right. And then we've got the Hermit Crab Rock. Again, abnormal, don't want to rush into buying it, and I have talked about how, in recent times, all the rocks that we see are animals. So, the animal ideas worked out very nicely when it was new. It's not really new anymore. In fact, it's becoming pretty much the only rock skins that get accepted now. And when we see so many of these pet rock or animal skins being accepted, well, it's just not so special anymore. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see even more animal rock skins being submitted, because it seems to be the working formula. So if we end up with another 3 or 4 or 5, I don't imagine of any of them doing super great in terms of profits. Not initially, for example, because it's going to turn into a situation where people are going to have to pick and choose, which one's my favourite animal? Do you get what I mean? They're technically all bottlenecking each other. I like the approach. I just think we've gone a little bit too far with it now. Now, again, if they're still getting accepted, I don't blame the skin creators for keep making more. You shouldn't be surprised. But, yeah, I feel like the Hermit Crab might suffer. Well, first of all, congratulations to you, NFN. 8,500 sales already. It's not really low, is it? It's actually quite a lot in theory, but 8,500 after 2 days. This is probably going to end up with about 15,000 sales. That's going to be a lot less compared to the other pet rock skins. It's not part of the pet rock collection. It's not Keke's rock. It's NFN's, so just be aware of that. Honestly, it's probably going to end up between $1.50 and $2. That would probably mean I'm going to stick with a buy order. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. And I really do think we're going to see even more animal rock skins being accepted. Like, I just wouldn't be surprised. They're the only ones that are kind of being, what's the word to say? They're the only ones at the moment that seem to be submitted. And I get the feeling they're the only ones that are likely going to be accepted because of that. So, awkward. Very awkward. I wonder what scary animals we could have for Halloween, Rock. You better start thinking of them, skin creators. What scary animal, Rock, could you think of that would work out very nicely for Halloween? A zombie head. You know what? That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Just a zombie head. We've got Skull Rock. Give us a zombie head. There you go. Right? If anybody takes that idea, I demand a full 10%. 10%. Nah, that's fine. Right, so yeah. I get the feeling that it might struggle a fair bit, simply because we've got too many animal-themed skins. And with that, that's all of the skins this week. So, if we could just probably close these real quick, take a look at the front page. And yeah, Pirate Collection, storming ahead. We've got all the core pieces for that now, so that's obviously the most popular skins to be sold at the moment. Kelp Rug is actually doing very nicely as well. Just a nice little update on the Kelp Rug. It sold a ridiculous amount, but it definitely seems to have its demand. The value of the skin is doing alright. The buy order's going all the way up to the price that it sold for in the Rust store. And, well, it's sitting here at $1.70, so it's not like there's a big difference, but yeah, just wanted to give you a nice little update. Kelp Rug is doing quite alright. How about the Deep Sea Double Door? How are you doing at the moment? How are you doing? Doing alright. Doesn't have too many on the Steam market, much like all of the other Double Doors, which we've talked about before, but yeah, that's got like no resistance. Cool. I'm not complaining. That's all right with me. Yeah. How many did I buy? Oh dear. I bought a lot. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? I'm not too concerned. I honestly think that's going to do quite all right in the future. So, last week's skins are definitely doing quite all right. The top sellers, doing okay. All of the other ones, not so much. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward. What about June 29? How are they doing at the moment? So, yeah, these all struggled because of the Steam market bug, but now all the top main selling skins are doing quite alright. I've already discussed about about some of these. So you know how this has 465 quantity? Well, I use Steam Inventory Helper, and if I just use Show More Orders, you can see that it doesn't actually have any resistance. The Redemption AR isn't in trouble. Don't look at the quantity and think, oh no. Look at this and see there's no resistance. It could easily rise up in price if there wasn't so many. But yeah, the vast majority of the stock is above $5, it seems. 238 is listed above $5. Yeah, $5. And then if you added all of this up, you'd probably see like 400 quantity is actually listed above $4. So don't assume the Redemption AR is in trouble because it has very high quantity. Just understand that what likely happened is when the Steam market was bugged and everybody listed theirs and they couldn't see it, it was invisible because of the stupid bug, they probably didn't realise that it's all gone through now, it's all fixed, and now there's so much quantity on the Steam market. But there is no resistance. It could easily go up in price. So yeah, this very likely will be having a nice future ahead of it. What about the Bombshell Armador? So no TikTok video has been made as of yet, but give it time, I wouldn't be surprised. Buy orders, still holding up very nicely, going all the way up to $2.66 there. And then when we look over to here, we have 388 quantity. But when you look at all of the listings, you got a 20 there, and that doesn't look super great. But after that, it's just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 10, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, there's like no resistance after that. And then there's 278 of them above $5. So do keep this in mind. It might look like it has a lot of quantity. It might potentially look like it's in trouble. But no, it's just someone who's listed a massive chunk of them at a much higher price. Probably anticipating a TikTok video. So just keep that in mind. And then you got the Capybara Furnace. He struggled quite a lot with the recent Steam market bug because loads of people were selling to the highest buy order. Well, he seems to have recovered. Currently sitting at just slightly above $2, the price it sold for in the Rust store. The buy orders, they have kind of diminished because of the Steam market bug. But at the moment, it seems to be doing A-OK, and it does look like it doesn't really have that much resistance. So yeah, again, 110 listed above, $3.50. So yeah, do not worry about the likes of these skins here. They suffered because loads of people listed them, but they couldn't see them because of the Steam market bug. But so many people have listed them at a much higher price. There's no actual resistance on these skins. They could easily go up higher in price. So I've said that more than enough. What about the rest of the skins in June? Oh dear, every single one of these skins is now in the negative. Except this, because of course more porcelain skins being accepted. Then we look at June 15. What do we see? The likes of Reptile Hunter is actually still managing to hang on. The kilt, even though it's got 568 supply. Yeah, that's not that much. That's not that much. No, it's a lot. It's a ridiculous amount. Yeah, this does have resistance. Quite a lot of it. All there. But give it some time. Maybe it could rise back up in price again. 260 above $2. So awkward. Alright, how about June 8? Real quick, let's take a look. And all of these are in a negative except the gloves. Except the gloves. And then we're going to move over to June 1st. And pirate skins, yep, they're in the positive. Everything else, not so much. So yeah, June skins didn't really hold up super great. Bit unfortunate. It is what it is. So yeah. Right then, guys, so let's just quickly hop over to here. I'm not signed into my main account, so why don't we go do that? Sign in. I want to show off what you should be doing with the likes of the workshop. All right? When it logs in or when it decides to do so, I could probably just quickly skip over to here, go to the workshop this way, and yes, view the community hub, then go to workshop. Here we are. Right. So you need to keep an eye on the followed authors, right? If you have a followed authors list set up, or at the very least you could browse and look at most popular and most recent. You have to keep an eye on the Rust Workshop this weekend. More skins will be appearing, and of course, the faster you are aware of a new potential continuation of a collection being submitted and potentially accepted in the future, invest into its pre-existing skins, you can make a profit. This is the usual routine. The faster you are aware of something, the faster you can make some moves and potentially make some very nice profits in the future. Now, I don't know if there's any interesting core pieces to keep an eye out for at the moment. Pirate Collection has completed. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe we'll see some version 2s being submitted. Maybe we'll see some more primitive skins being submitted. The more you know. You got to keep an eye out. You got to be prepared and aware. Sounds good? Right. So, congratulations to all the skin creators in getting their skins accepted this week. It's a lovely batch. Not sure what to expect with the likes of next week. Let's just get a good look. I know the worldwide Rust event is currently going on at the moment, so best of luck to everyone involved, and I hope you all have fun. We have 2 more Rust stores in July, and then for August, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Rust stores in August. That's going to be fun to look forward to. Lots of fun to look forward to. Right, I believe that's it. I believe we've talked more than enough. Best of luck to all of you. Best of luck with your investments, and let's see if everything works out all right. And do keep an eye out. Could we potentially see CSGO Source 2 coming out at any point within the next 6 weeks? If it does, could it potentially affect Rust? Could it potentially affect the player count with Rust? Could it potentially affect our Rust skins? That's something for you to think about from here on now, alright? Think about it. Catch you all later. See you and goodbye.